What's up, y'all? It's your boy Batmac back at it again with the Lions Connected franchise. And we have Jamie Collins wanting to talk to us about, through this bye week. And so we decided to have our team rest. I always feel like rest is always the best policy when it comes to football. And we have a week off. You really do need to take it because we're going to have a long season ahead of us considering our bye week is early in the season. That's the way I always got to think about it. You need to take your breaks when you can. We do get Jared Davis back going into week 6 in this matchup versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, we're going to be looking to make a trade right before this game. We're going to be looking to trade Jamie Collins off of our roster. Jamie Collins is 31 years old. He's only going to regress at this point. So I wanted to see what kind of trades we could get. And funny enough, we end up trading to the Cleveland Browns, who we will be playing in week 9. So we will be seeing Jamie Collins very, very soon. But we do gain a receiver in Ryan Switzer. He's a good slot wide receiver. Looking to play him and John Ross in the slot. John Ross, of course, is our starter in the slot position, but we do have to keep an eye on a receiver that can actually run routes a little bit better. John Ross is the better playmaker, but Ryan Switzer, I think, is the better receiver, if that makes sense. So, obviously, they're both young players, so, going into the offseason, if John Ross doesn't really play up to the ability that I really feel like he can, we're going to have to change our scheme up a little bit. And a receiver like Ryan Switzer is something that I feel like is really good to have on the roster and somebody we can definitely use. So now looking at this Philadelphia Eagles team, obviously we know the team is very talented. Superstar X Factor and Fletcher Cox, and you guys see the rest of the players. Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey, Darius Slay, and Brandon Graham. But anyways, here we go. In Detroit, Michigan, the Philadelphia Eagles will be traveling to Detroit to take on our Lions. The Philadelphia Eagles are a very, I would say, weird team. They are very talented, but at the same time, they can be very mediocre. So this is like one of those games that we can, be playing in the season and look to really try to steal. Philadelphia Eagles are one of those teams that really can pounce on you and they can destroy you. But they're also one of those teams that can become a confidence booster because Carson Wentz will give us the ball. Carson Wentz is a turnover machine, and we got to look to capitalize off of those turnovers. Jared Goff has to look to try to take care of the ball, as there have been rumors of Jared Goff potentially being replaced after this season. The Lions will be looking in the draft and testing out to see who's in free agency. But now look at the top receiver drafted in the draft. Jamar Chase, very talented wide receiver, did not play his his last year in college, but because of an injury. But Devontae Smith, I feel like could be the best receiver in the draft, but there is a lot of time to figure it out. So far, the best single game has been Jamar Chase. But Devontae Smith is going to look to try to change his fate and look like he was the pick that should have been drafted. Now here comes Jared Goff to the field. 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season, no turnovers last week. So Jared Goff is feeling a little safe this week. And that's what I like to see. So now here we go with a 3rd and 5, first third down of the game. Leonard Fournette in the backfield. And it's a big catch for TJ Hawkinson, who gets down at the 50-yard line, right at midfield. Good strong throw from Jared Goff in the pocket. Now a new set of chains, 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette in the backfield yet again. Play action, Jared Goff going to look to throw to the fullback for the first down. Jared Goff with 2 throws to start the game, looking pretty solid. On 2nd and 8, going to hand off to Leonard Fournette, and that's going to be short of the first down. He's going to set up his 3rd and medium. Jared Goff's going to have a screenplay to T.J. Hawkinson, but he's tackled short with the first down by Darius Slay. Great open field tackle for the corner, but as a tight end, you have to make that play. Corners are speed bumps. Now here we go. Carson Wentz, 1,000 yards on the season for 1,025. 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. 2nd and 2 up here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Down 3-0. RPO for Carson Wentz and the Eagles, and Carson Wentz takes off, and he gets the first down after gaining 5 yards and the first down. Now 2nd and 13. Miles Sanders in the backfield. Carson Wentz going to drop back and find his target, but he drops it. Dallas Goedert. Now 3rd and long for Carson Wentz and the Eagles, and it's incomplete, looking for his target, Jamar Chase. But now the Lions on their next drive find themselves on a 3rd and long as well. 3rd and 12. Jared Goff dropping back, looking for his target, John Ross, and a first down. Jared Goff starting the game 4 for 4. But now they find themselves on a 3rd and 8. Jared Goff dropping back. We find his target, T.J. Hawkinson, and he's going to get the first down this time. Breaking the tackle, Darius Slay. Another 3rd down for the Lions. Finding themselves a lot of 3rd downs. Jared Goff dropping back, and first down, John Ross. Trying to keep his spot after a receiver like Ryan Switzer gets signed. Now 3rd and 10. Jared Goff dropping back. Lineman running out to the left, forcing him out of the pocket, and perfect throw on the run to Jamal Agnew. Jared Goff out here just trying to make some plays. 3rd and 6. And drop back. And look for the end zone, and incomplete. Looking for the target on the play. All right, now 1st and 10, Carson Wentz down 6-0. And he's going to find his target there, Greg Ward, and he's going to try to turn it up the field. And a big play for Greg Ward Jr. on that. 32-yard reception after breaking the first tackle, which would have got him short of the first down marker. And now the Eagles are feeling it. Dallas Goedert getting a catch for a first down. Here they go with a 2nd and 5. Carson Wentz in shotgun. Now it looks like they have a screen set up. They're going to throw it out to Miles Sanders. He's going to break the first tackle. And then doesn't know where he wants to go with it. And he ends up getting tackled short of the end zone. 3rd and 7 from the 13. Carson Wentz dropping back. He's going to take off and try to run it. And he gets tackled. It looks like it was not counted as a sack. And regardless, it's 4th down. The Eagles are forced to kick a field goal. 6-3 lead here for the Lions in the 2nd quarter. Hand out to DeAndre Swift, who's going to roll forward for a first down. Here we go with 3rd and 7. Jared Goff dropping back. Good strong throw. They're looking for John Ross, but is incomplete. Now 3rd down and 8 for Philadelphia Eagles on the next possession. Eagles did find a way to move the ball last drive, but it looks like they will not continue that success as they're tackled short of the first down. Lions up next on the next drive. Jared Goff dropping back. He's going to use his feet, extend the play, and find Nelson Aguilar for the first down. He breaks the initial tackle, gains a couple more yards after contact. And a beautiful play from Jared Goff. Jared Goff is really slinging the ball today, but he's picked off on his next throw by Eric Reed, the new safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jared Goff trying to convert the RPO, and he ends up getting picked off by the safety. Eric Reed read that the whole way. Miles Sanders starting the game off very slow with 4 rushes, only 2 yards in here in the 2nd quarter. Now Carson Wentz going to try to run. He's going to show that he can run. He fumbles, but the lineman kept following after him, and that is a first down Eagles after they recover the fumble.
A gain of 2.
Here we go with a 2nd and 8. Carson Wentz in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Carson Wentz looks to try to run for it, and he gets sacked and fumbles it, and the Eagles fall on it again. But that is going to set up a very hard 3rd down. 3rd and 18. The Eagles like the ball. Carson Wentz gets all the pressure in the world. He gets forced out of the pocket. He finds his target. Miles Sanders is going to cut back on the defender, Anthony Harris. And that ends up being a 1st down and more. Eagles are down in the red zone. Anthony Harris has to make an open field tackle right there. That is something that was just way too easy. Now another 1st down for the Eagles. Huntley for the 1st down. With Boston Scott left in free agency. Now 3rd and goal. Jet sweep, fake, and Miles Sanders gets the handoff, and he's tackled short of the touchdown. So it's going to set up a 4th and goal, and the Eagles decide to kick the field goal and tie the game 6-6. Detroit Lions have the ball before halftime, 1:54 before half. Jared Goff dropping back is going to look for the end zone, and he's picked off. Avonte Maddox with the interception. Jared Goff started the game off very, very good, conservative, and just very solid. And since then, he has thrown 2 interceptions on his next drive. Carson Wentz, after getting sacked, finds himself running for the 1st down, still not learning to slide and protect his body. Now 1st and 10 Eagles. Carson Wentz going to get flushed out of the pocket and decide to run for the 1st down yet again. For some reason, Madden decided to make him jog as if he's super tired, as if people can't sprint when they're tired. And then there you go. And now they found themselves 3rd and 2. 1st down catch. Greg Ward Jr. The Eagles are here in the goal line. 1st and goal from the 2. Handing out to Miles Sanders. It gets the blocks he needs, and that is touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders finally showing at least a little bit of something good when it comes to running the ball today. He did have 1 big catch thus far, but his running has been very stout today. Our defense is playing great. He found himself in the end zone on this play. Right now, we do have one of the best rushing defenses in the league, even including that overtime run that ended up giving us an L against Atlanta. So now here we are at halftime, down 13-6. We are out passing the Eagles. They're out rushing us by a mile. That happens, man. I mean, 86 yards in the 1st half. I mean, it can be a little. It could definitely be better because I mean they're completely locking down our rushing attack. But the reason we're letting up so many rushing yards is because of Carson Wentz. It's not the running game. We do have to learn to, in the 2nd half game plan to keep Carson Wentz from running all over us. But it happens, man. We just got to be better and do better. Here we are in the 2nd half. Eagles, 3rd and 7. Carson Wentz going to drop back and have the screenplay set up for Miles Sanders. And he is tackled short of the 1st down by our DN Trey Flowers. Here we go with 3rd and 11. Carson Wentz watching Jared Goff drop back and throw a horrible pass. And he's picked off by Darius Slay, a longtime Detroit Lion, picking off his former team. It would have been more bittersweet for him to pick off Matthew Stafford in a game. But Jared Goff essentially, Miles Sanders gets destroyed and fumbles it. Great hit from our defender. Look who it was. Looks like it was, can't tell, Jared Davis. Yet again, another forced fumble on the season for Jared, I don't know. Davis. Let's go. Now 3rd and 3, gonna hand out to DeAndre Swift, but he fumbles it right back, but the Lions fall on it. And that's gonna set up a field goal. But the Lions are deciding to go aggressive. They hand out to Leonard Fournette, their stronger back, and he falls forward for the first down. Now 3rd and inches with Leonard Fournette in the backfield again. They hand it off to him, and he cannot find the hole, but he does get the first down. Could have potentially got a touchdown on that play. Now 2nd and 4. DeAndre Swift in the backfield. He gets the blocks on the stretch. And touchdown, DeAndre Swift. That is going to help us tie the game here. 13-13 here in the 3rd quarter. That play could have not happened if Devontae Smith did not make that block on the corner that slowed everything down. DeAndre Swift just used his speed and beat the linebackers to the pylon. Here we go. Tie game in the 3rd quarter, 13-13. Eagles going to do play action, looking down the field, an interception. Garyon Conley. Free agency is still working out. Now here we go. 13-13. Jared Goff dropping back, gonna look for that. Nelson Aguilar, touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar against his former team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Jared Goff extending the play yet again in this game and finding Nelson Aguilar behind the defense, and he uses his speed to get in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar did get let go by Philly a few years ago. Just a couple years ago. Played for Las Vegas a year ago. Now he's finding himself scoring against his former team. But our defense lets up a huge touchdown. Jalen Reagor for 66 yards on the next possession. And now this game is heating up. What was a defensive first half is now an offensive second half. As Carson Wentz finds his receiver, Jalen Reagor, deep for a touchdown on the play. Now this game is going to be 20-20. Still here in the 3rd quarter, 20-20. We're going to hand out to Leonard Fournette, and he's going to fall forward for the first down, but it looks like he is probably down on the play. Leonard Fournette, ultimately, let's look at this replay, was definitely down on the play. Yep. And our ball, the ref saw it, and now it is our ball. And here we go, 1st and 10. We hand out to DeAndre Swift, who's gonna get a great lane and get a first down. Trying to get our run game started. Not working very well this season. Now 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Looks like we're going to try to do a jet sweep. Hand out to John Ross. He's going to turn it up. Use his speed to get the first down. He didn't get tripped up. Potentially could have made that more. Now 3rd and 11 coming up for the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff has been very suspect since starting off hot, and he's almost picked off yet again. Eagles ball. Now 3rd and 1, hand off to Miles Sanders, and he finally gets an actual positive run. 21 yards on the day on 13 carries from Miles Sanders. And he does find himself getting the first down there. 1st and 10 Eagles. Carson Wentz under center. Going to drop back. Passing play. Going to find his target, Dallas Goedert, who can make the catch this time. And now they are tackled at midfield.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Carson Wentz dropping back, going to look for his target. Miles Sanders out of the backfield. He's going to move the chains, but he is tackled by Jelani Tavai. Jelani Tavai has been leading the league in tackles thus far. We're in week 6. That can change, but he is really keeping at his pace as he makes another tackle there, but the Eagles still make the first down. Now here goes the 3rd and 8. Carson Wentz dropping back. And he decided to run again, but he slides finally. And now the Eagles were stopped and held to a field goal. 23-20 lead for the Eagles. Jared Goff finds his target, T.J. Hawkinson, on the next ensuing drive. And that's a first down. Lions are going to try to look to at least control the field position battle if they can't get a first down here. First down on the RPO, T.J. Hawkinson.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 10. Jared Goff dropping back. Gonna look for his target, Devontae Smith, but it's incomplete. Now 1st and 10 for the Eagles, pinned on their own 3. They hand out to Miles Sanders, who breaks the tackle, and then he gets tackled, but he gets the first down. Our safety didn't get in the hole right there for Trey Walker. Miles Sanders might have gotten a touchdown. Now 2nd and 8. Carson Wentz cannot find his target. Jamar Chase deep down the field because he gets sacked by our defense. Let's go. Now here we go with a 3rd and 14 after the sack. Carson Wentz. Looks like he's going to get pressure from the Eagles and sack. 2 plays in a row, but this time Jeff Okudah brings down Carson Wentz. And now the Lions offense is going to have a short field. They're trying to get this, but we know we show these for 1 or 2 reasons, and the Lions block the punt. The Lions block the punt and recover the ball and get a touchdown. The Lions were actually looking to get a return, but you always got to be aggressive and try to block it. And Jared Davis makes another play blocking the punt, and he has definitely earned himself another contract for next season. Now 3rd and 3. Carson Wentz dropping back, and he's picked off. The ball tipped up in the air, and Trey Walker ends up recovering it. And that is 2 huge plays for the Lions defense and special teams. If you have them in fantasy this week, if you had them, you might just get a victory. Now here we go. DeAndre Swift gets the handoff, and he's brought down at the 11-yard line. First down, Lions, and 2-minute warning. Here we go, the 2nd and 1. Play action. Jared Goff is going to run, and then he runs into the end zone. And that is essentially going to end this game. We're going to take a 34-23 lead here with under 2 minutes left in the game. After 2 huge plays made from our special teams and defense, the Lions are going to look to steal this victory and protect home field. The Eagles Carson Wentz got a couple, stat padding stats towards the end of that game in yardage. Did not find himself in the end zone though, so we did keep the lead 34-23 and got the victory here in Detroit. The Eagles actually out-yarded us in passing, yards per play, and rushing, but our defense had one more takeaway than theirs did, along with a special teams touchdown, and that ultimately got us the victory. Very, very bad day for Jared Goff. 215 yards, under 50% passing, 3 turnovers. I've looked at free agency and there's nobody really to sign. So we're just going to keep running with Jared Goff. Chase Daniel's not exactly the savior of our team. Jared Goff is good enough to help us get victories, but he's also bad enough for us to lose this season and not get into the playoffs. Our Lions now have moved to 3-2 on the season. So we took an L to the Lions, We beat the Vikings, we beat the Packers, and we've lost to the Falcons. So now we're here, we're beating the Eagles, 74 yards, Nelson Aguilar leading all receivers in receiving. Our rushing defense was magnificent today, but Carson Wentz did have a day. You guys saw the stats. Touchdown for Jalen Reagor and Nelson Aguilar. Now our defense is what we can definitely talk about in our middle linebackers, man. Jelani Tavai and Jared Davis, 12 tackles on the day, leading everybody. We also had 3 tackles for loss. That is insane. He's balling out, man. I love to see it. QB sacks. We did get to Carson Wentz. He holds on to the ball forever, so it was no surprise there. And then interceptions for Eric Reed, Devontae Maddox, and Darius Slay to pick off Jared Goff 3 times. So our team is going to get a little bit better. Taylor Decker getting a nice little skill point, bumping him to a 79. We need our O-line to get better, but it's mainly our guards that we need to find. Like right here, 72 overall, left guard. That is what ultimately I think is hindering our run game. Now Jared Davis getting a skill point, and he's going to bump up to a 71. This guy has been balling out, and I think we should definitely keep him. He's young, and there's other positions that need. He's playing well enough for us to keep him on the roster. So we are going to be looking at quarterback in the draft. Free agency, obviously free agency is going to be there, but I don't know who's going to be a free agent. It looks like there's rumors that Baker might be a free agent and that he does not want to sign with the Browns, but they can always franchise tag him. So we're looking at Keaton Slovis is the main guy we're looking at, and obviously Spencer Rattler. Those are the 2 quarterbacks that we're going to be looking at in the draft mainly. But that's only if Jared Goff cannot turn it around. But right now, he's turning the ball over too much. His arm strength is just leaves a lot to be desired. We have a lot of fast wide receivers, and we want to stretch the field, but we cannot do that with Jared Goff having a weak arm. So most likely we will be looking at trying to trade Jared Goff probably at the end of the season. I don't see him really making a huge change now because he's still good enough for us to get victories. We're definitely good enough to win in the spite of him, but he's also good enough to get us some victories like he did against Green Bay. So just not consistent enough. Taking a look at the season so far, Nelson Aguilar is leading our team in receiving, 4 touchdowns. Jelani Tavai has 55 tackles on the season. He's leading the league. Sacks, Romeo Quar leading our team with 4. Deshaun Hand with 3. Really, just everybody's getting sacks. It's not one person. It's all team defense, which I love to see. And then interception, Tracy Walker and Garyon Conley are in a race for the team lead in interceptions, tied at 2. But our next game will be a tough one, and that is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, we all know what he brings to the field, man. He's probably the best athlete in the NFL currently. Not only is his passing good, but he can run the ball as well. J.K. Dobbins is leading the team in rushing, and Madden does not ever have people's stats be realistic as far as rushing quarterbacks. But Lamar is still going to run against us, so that could happen. The receivers do definitely not scare anybody. Mark Andrews is definitely the person I'm worried about the most. Hollywood Brown and open field I'm worried about, but overall is him running routes, not really. Calais Campbell still playing well, 5.5 sacks on the season, and then Jimmy Smith is there. Marlon Humphrey will be out of the game with an injury. But here we go. Let's try to get this victory against the Ravens and help us move to 4-2 on the season.